You guys, I want this to be the video. I want this to be the one where I explain some stuff that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, some deep stuff, emotional stuff, things that aren't necessarily revealed to everyone, and I'm going to explain why, and it's going to make a lot of sense. And honestly, it's going to help you out because it's going to show you the things that really go on behind, I guess, the business world. That's going to relate a lot further than just Shopify dropshipping. So I'm going to try and do this and chop it up as little as possible, just go through and actually explain what's on my mind, main points that I think, I know you guys saw the title, why most dropshippers don't succeed, or whatever I put it as. And there's definitely a lot of reasons why they don't, okay? You could get down, all nitty, they don't know specifically how to pick their targeting for Facebook. But I'm gonna take a step back, and we're gonna start off by talking about all these gurus out there. Obviously, as you guys know, I don't brand myself as that. Yes, I have a course. I'm just someone out there who teaches people how to do things. I don't consider myself an expert at all. To be honest, I kind of suck at the business, just simply relative to people I know who I know people doing $500,000 in the first 2 weeks of this month so far, and they have 0 followers on Instagram because their Instagram account doesn't exist. So there's kind of two ends to business. There's the actual business itself, and recently with the whole social media coming into the business world, there's the personal branding side of things. So as I'm sure you guys know, there's a lot of people out there dropping content, giving real value. That's great and all, it helps a lot of people, but who actually knows what they're talking about? Who has the results to back it up, and who's genuine? I feel like I've done a pretty good job so far on this channel of actually explaining myself. I want to make videos talking about exactly how much I'm making, where that money's coming from, what my different sources of income are, different businesses I'm planning on launching, I guess goals too. I've got some stuff written down here that relates to YouTube, specifically how I'm growing, what I'm doing, what my goals are for that. I'm going to be hitting 50,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of this year. That's the goal. That's what's going to happen. But I want to keep dropping value for you guys. I want to be the person who's real with you. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have a reason to hide anything. I'm simply who I am. I'm 17, for those of you who don't know me. Grew up and still live in a current suburban neighborhood in Minnesota. Nothing special, nothing crazy, nothing poor, not rich, whatever. I just am who I am. I have a little setup right here in my room that I just work from, bought the monitors and stuff myself. I just am who I am. I live my life. I do want to make a story time video. That'll probably come in a few weeks or whatever, but I'm just trying to become the best version of myself. That's it. I don't really fuck with too many people. A lot of the kids back in my school who I used to hang out with, I no longer associate myself with them. It's kind of funny too. I've got a lot of them in my DMs now on Instagram wanting to learn stuff. As I was just trying to grow as a person, my businesses, my income stream, and they were very negative towards me, to say the least. So now that they're in my DMs, asking me how I do all this stuff, it's kind of fun to see things shift, and especially since I knew that that's what would happen. So I'm just doing me. I love connecting with other entrepreneurs, always FaceTiming, talking to people, traveling. As you guys see, we were just out in Miami. Before that, it was DC, then LA again, New York, all these different things. I like to do that right now. Done traveling. I'm super tired of that, but realistically, you'll probably see a video of me traveling in a few weeks because that's typically what ends up happening. But I want to get to the point in this video. Again, like I said, I don't really want to be cutting this up as much as possible. I know that's what my videos typically are, and that's because I'm not perfect on camera. That's it. I'm gonna fuck up, stutter, whatever, forget what I'm saying. I have a list of notes here. Let me actually show you this. It's a pretty weak list of notes. It just has one thing. It just has one thing on it, and that's the title of the video. That's it. That's all I need. I want to go off this. I want to freestyle this. I want to talk about why most dropshippers don't succeed. As you guys know, I think the statistic is that 95% of Shopify stores were closed within, I think, 2 months, which is pretty scary. So based off that indicator and that factor alone, you need to isolate the variable. Why are people not succeeding? I think it's a multitude of different reasons. Maybe they don't have the money to afford their Shopify plan, okay? Maybe they don't understand the business. Maybe they got into it because someone told them to and they didn't really understand it, have a passion for it, whatever. Maybe they didn't have the right guidance or anything. There's so many different reasons, but I think from a business standpoint, it's going to come down to testing. That's the biggest thing I'm always pushing, and I don't want to get that practical in this video. I'm going to try and take a step back and see why they don't succeed. I think it's largely because they don't understand how to create a strategy, how to actually put in work. If you guys look at my Instagram bio at all, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I recently added something that I consider my motto, my saying, my whatever. I live by it. It says, I'll sleep 20 minutes less than you. And that's something I've really implemented into my life because that's it. I'll sleep 20 minutes less than you. If you guys have ever reached out to me, YouTube, Instagram, that's pretty much the only platforms I use. I don't mess with too many others. Starting to do Facebook. I might do a Facebook group. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. That's something I kind of want to put together. But if you reach out to me at all on any platform, I always reply. I reply very quickly. And I make a point to do so because I want to be easy to access. Just because I know that when I was coming up in this space, whether it was back when I was trading stocks, building an agency, influencer pages, literally anything, there was not very many people out there who I could actually connect with on a similar, like same level type thing, have a genuine conversation with who were above me. Okay, it was only people who were on my level. And if you guys understand and know the principle that Tai Lopez talks about, the rule of 33%, spend 33% of your time hanging out with people who are below you. These are the people you give guidance to, you help, and it feeds into your ego. It makes you feel good about yourself because other people are lower than you. Now 33% is spent with the people on your level. That's where it's like the friendship, right? That's where the balance is. It's like, these are the people you're gonna associate yourself with every day. They're considered your friends. And then 33% of your time needs to be spent with the people who are above you. So above those two other levels, it's like, 3 different levels. Below, on your level, above. You wanna spend 33% of your time with the people above because that's kind of who you look up to. Those are your mentors. They're doing better than you in business and life or whatever aspect you're trying to improve in. Whether that could be you want a better marriage, a relationship with your girlfriend, you want to learn how to throw a football better, literally anything. You want to associate yourself with those people who are better, more experienced, they've been doing it longer, getting more results, whatever it may be. You want to associate yourself with those people because that's where you're going to learn, right? If you're constantly surrounding yourself, especially 33% of the time, with people who are above you, it's going to be very hard for you to not level up. So if you can effectively allocate your time in that sense, which I don't, I'm going to be honest, I'm sitting here in my room. How am I going to spend 33% of my time with people above me? I'm not. It's tough. If I did, my life would be completely different. So I try and, consult with these people. I have friends, people I travel with, talk to, get on calls a lot. I try and leverage and use social media, especially with my following, to maximize that, have some sort of credibility. People see me on YouTube or whatever, that helps. By the way, you guys are fucking crazy. My YouTube's at 8,300 subs. It blows my mind. 8,000 was my goal for this month, and I thought that was pushing it. So to see these results and that consistency paying off, it means a lot. So thank you to everyone who subscribes, likes the videos, comments, everything, every single day. I really appreciate that. If any of you guys have questions ever, hit me up. Like I said, I'm an open book. I like to answer questions, help out. As long as you're not asking something that is super, super stupid, I'll get back to you, I guarantee it. But back to another reason, and I want to touch on another topic I think people don't succeed with Shopify specifically, is because of hype, right? The 4-letter word that fucks over a lot of people. Supreme, whatever, Gucci, limited edition, okay, anything. Hype increases the value of things, right? When reselling clothes, makes it worth money. Okay, Shopify Dropshipping, there's a lot of hype around that business right now. I think Tai Lopez just dropped a course on it for 500, so fuck, now I'm not gonna sell as many courses. But no, it's just a hot topic. It's a business model that works. It's something that's very practical, low barrier to entry, and it makes sense. So that's why it's super hot. And I think that a lot of people just jump on thinking it's gonna be some simple thing, as they do with everything else that's been hot prior, and they just have shiny ball syndrome. They're jumping around chasing things they think are gonna work for them, constantly jumping from one vehicle to the next, and that is not the most effective way to do things, I guarantee you. Look, there's always gonna be something better out there. I have a bottle cap here, I don't know why. But look, there's always gonna be something better out there. Someone trying to promote something, get you to get interested in a certain business model. And this is where it comes to the point of I guess I'm not gonna say exposing people, but making you understand what happens in more than just Shopify dropshipping. This is very, very frequent in a lot of businesses, and that's where people will try and pull you in. They'll try and entice you into a business and offer whatever, simply to sell you something, which I see why. It makes sense. Personal branding, I'm gonna tell you, that shit works. But it's definitely a gray area, but in my mind, there's a very fine line that I divide between what I would consider shady or legit. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna explain it. Again, I have no notes. I'm just going off this. I feel like a lot of people get into, we're gonna stick on Shopify specifically. They get into this business because people are talking about it. People like Ty, mention it, but they don't actually understand the mechanics that go into the business, the things behind it. Oh, let's set up a storefront, pick a few products. That's great. Doesn't mean shit. You want to know what's the actual important part? Marketing. Okay, obviously there's things like product research and stuff, but marketing, people don't even think about that. I guarantee you there's people that open Shopify stores who are like, wait a minute, traffic? What the fuck? What's this traffic thing? And now they got to look into oh, we'll run Google ads. Yep. All right, a week later and $100 down the drain, done. Quit, closing up the trial. That's typically what I see happening. These people don't fully understand the mechanics, and they're not really spending the time or effort to learn because they don't really have an interest. They might have interest in the beginning. Someone interests them because they got a pretty car, whatever, cool watch, whatever it may be, so that gets them interested, but that's not something materialistic like that. As cool and as fun as it may be, that's not something that's going to actually keep your motivation going. It has to be a lot deeper than that. I'm not going to cut this shit out. See, I don't care. It's not going to be as deep as that, right? It's not going to really work too well, and it's not going to last a long time. It has to be a lot deeper. You have to have a bigger goal, a bigger vision, something, a deeper interest in that specific business model, okay? That's what I'm trying to say, is like Shopify for me, let me just put it in my perspective for you. I had friends making a lot of money with it, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That's kind of why I got in it. I had already had experience with Shopify. I had friends making about $50,000 a month with the fidget trend. I was helping them with email marketing, which I was really good at, still am, on the back end. So I understood the mechanics of the business and what it took. I was helping them a little bit with their Instagram advertising because, you know, the guy running the store had huge Instagram pages with millions of followers. I did as well. So I understood the mechanics of that, and I'd always been interested in it, but I never really ventured into it. So when the opportunity came for me to do so, it made sense, and I understood what was actually going to happen. My speaker just turned off here. But I understood what it was going to take, and that was a huge bonus and a huge plus that helped me out. So that's definitely huge. Like whenever I'm starting any sort of business, I think the only other one where I guess I kind of understood what it really took but didn't fully look into it was a social media marketing agency. That really reflects on your personality type. A business like that, for me, I'm not someone to go walk in cold to a business. I tried it because it's an important skill to have. It is. Door-to-door sales, I've done that. I don't like it. I tried to like it. I tried it. I became good at it. Not for me. I'd rather sit behind the computer. I love being in front of a camera now. I almost want to say go back and look at my old videos, but at the same time, please don't, because they're awful. I use this iPhone. I have 2 phones, by the way, baller. But I use this iPhone to film my videos. I would literally tape it, I swear to God. Right here, I would tape it onto the speaker, set it on a stack of books, which by the way is what my camera always sits on. I'm too broke to afford a tripod. But I would tape it and I'd have to boost the audio 4 times, which is the max it goes in my free iMovie editing software that came with my Mac. That's it, because I wanted to put out content. The video sucked, didn't know how to edit, didn't have a good quality camera, nothing. But I put out content, and that's because I enjoyed it, and it was something that other people enjoy. You know, I started off getting 5, 10, 100 views, stuff like that, and it was motivation. I love seeing progression in any business. And so like doing stuff like this in front of the camera, I love it now. This is actually entertaining for me. I enjoy it. I think I'm good at it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys seem to enjoy these videos? So that's why I'm doing them every single day. And honestly, it's the best fucking habit. Like I wish I was in the habit of going to the gym every single day. I wish I was. I can't stick to that right now. Trying to do every other day. I think I will once we move into an entrepreneur house or I'm with other people, because right now I have nobody to actually kick my ass and hold me accountable. So that's definitely one thing, like holding yourself accountable, being disciplined with that in any business. Like let's say, bringing it back full circle to talk about e-commerce and Shopify, if you're starting in this industry, you have to be consistent with it. You have to constantly be doing product research, okay? Finding new products, getting them set up on your store, finding influencers. I reach out to 5 to 10 new ones every single day, still, to this day, still, okay? Even though I have a list, even though I'm mostly doing Facebook ads now, like I've transitioned into that for one of my stores, I still do that because first of all, it's a habit I built and it's an action that produces results. That's why I do that every single day, and I recommend that to you guys. But you're gonna have to constantly be testing influencers. If you're running Facebook ads, you're gonna have to be testing different audiences, different age, demographics, different products on the ads, different ad copy, every single variable, right? There's a lot that goes into it, I'm not gonna lie. And that's why, like, I'm not trying to plug a course at all here. For me, I started without a course, okay? And I got results. And that was because I had friends who I could talk to, friends who owned courses. Okay, so they had courses I could have access to. I didn't go through many of them because I was lazy. If you ever get a course for free, odds are you're probably not going to go through it. I've gotten $10,000 courses for free. Didn't do shit. That's irrelevant, but at the same point really relevant. I'm going to tell you why. That's because if you're trying to do something like this where it is complicated, it's simple, but there's a lot of moving parts, okay, that go into this. It's best to have a step-by-step blueprint that literally takes you through everything, okay? And there's a lot of different ways to do Shopify, by the way. That's why there's a lot of different people talking about it, people doing courses. I might do it different than Billy. Billy might do it different than Joe, you know? So people have different strategies, and one is not necessarily better. It's just what works for you. I've tried things that my friends do. It doesn't really work for me. I tweak it all through it. It works a little better. Then I mix it with what this other guy's talking about. Boom, I have my formula. Something like that. It's a whole mix of things. You're going to figure out what works for you, but you have to constantly be testing. It's not as easy as it looks. Learn from people, learn from a course, learn from, I was about to say a book, but don't learn from a book because I'm sure that that's irrelevant by the time it gets published and everything. YouTube videos. I hope this video brings you value. If it doesn't, exit off, goodbye, don't waste your time. I don't want to waste your time. That's my biggest thing, is I don't like wasting time. That's something I'm working on right now, and that relates to Shopify. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm spending my time effectively doing product research, launching new campaigns, working with the people who are helping me. Like, I'm trying to use my time as effectively as possible. Okay, I want to become that person. I want to become better. I want to become more disciplined. And why would you want to waste time? You only get a certain amount of time in your day, in your life. So use it effectively. Move towards your vision, your goals you want to create. If you want to get into Shopify dropshipping, do it. It's a great business model. It's a lot of fun. It's hot right now. Just stepping back, big picture, we're going into Q4. There's a lot of money to be made. Traffic is super cheap. So you can definitely blow it up, build an email list, do some sort of really good offer, acquire a ton of customers and blow it up, especially over the next few months. So I hope this video brought you guys some value. That's a couple of things and just my thoughts, going on a random rant. I hope that was a little bit personal. I'm gonna try and not chop this up too much and just leave it raw. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below. I didn't edit that part out. My SD card got full, so I switched it. But where was I? Yeah, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Like normal, if you guys have any video suggestion ideas, drop them down in the comments below. If it makes sense and I think it would provide value to everyone else on this channel, I would be more than happy to make a video on it. So let me know. Hit me up on Instagram if you have questions, whatever. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. But I'm going to see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.